Alright, so I just switched my hosting from Dreamhost, which is on the right of the screen, to Cloudways on the left, and I just wanted to give a comparison of what the actual website load times are and also the WordPress backend. Disclaimer, not a website person. This is literally the only thing I've done is switched hosts. I just happen to have two instances of the website, like temporarily exactly the same right now, so I figured what the heck. So let's go ahead and do shop all. And you will notice that the Cloudways one loads significantly faster. Even though I clicked it second, it loaded well before all the images loaded. It does seem like the filtering is also faster, this Ajax filtering, like way faster. My voice. You'll also pardon the audio, I'm working on getting a better mic. Anyway, but yeah, so that's like significantly faster. We can go to inclusion info, and I'm gonna bet that this one's probably, yeah, it loaded faster even though I like lagged pretty hard actually clicking on stuff. So that's the actual website. If we look at the back end, so here's just like the random products page. If we go, I'm just going to click on some random pages and like check out load times. And again, I'll give Dreamhost the advantage by clicking it first, and it was still way slower. Um, I'm also ignoring all my plugins right now, they're all nuts. But anywho, so again, like I'll go back to products page. This one loads significantly faster. Um, it's like unbelievable. Like I had no idea that my website was being so slow. I thought WordPress was just inefficient, and I was like, oh no, it's just the hosting being terrible. So like that, way faster. It probably is loading in like a third of the time as it was before, which is awesome and I'm very excited about. But I'm also sitting here like super annoyed, like, oh my god, I've been torturing myself for the last year and a half with the hosting on Dreamhost. And that's not to say that Dreamhost is bad, that's just to say, for my website, which is running Elementor or whatever, it does not perform well in the slightest. Um, which is basically sounds like me saying it's bad. Anyway, I don't know enough to like condemn it, but I'm just like, wow, I switched and things are immediately faster now. Alright, so let's go and just like add some new random media into this. I'll just grab some like 7 test images and we'll go ahead and just sort of upload those. Some pictures of cheese cubes. There is also an interesting thing. So I think the actual upload speeds for the image are relatively comparable. The images, so here's like the properties of one of them. These are just like giant, probably uncompressed images that are like way larger than they need to be. So I did some test uploads on this like earlier with like normal size small images, and that was like way faster. One interesting thing I also noticed is now I get these previews of the images, which is kind of fun compared to just this where it's just like the text, which, I don't really care either way to be honest, but like it's interesting and I was like, oh, that's new. Um, but yeah, so like I said, uploading with that seems to be relatively similar. If we go and actually like click on the library, because I do want to bulk delete these, loads so much faster. Like this is still not even loaded the library yet. But anywho, so while that's doing whatever it's doing, we're gonna go ahead and just delete these because I don't need those. Um, so let me really quickly just do that over here for funsies. Um, and I also have, so I have like a bunch of folders here because I have like 4,000 images or something insane on my website, so like, organization. Um, these load significantly faster as well over here. Like this used to be super painful to manage because it would be like trying to upload stuff. It was just like an absolute nightmare and it was just like, oh, it was horrible. Um, and now like it loads almost instantaneously, which is great. And I also noticed, I'm not going to pull this up because I don't feel like censoring out people's information, but if you go on the orders thing, there's like that little preview button to like look at, what items are in the order. On this, it would load 2 seconds. It was more like the Dreamhost, the loading time was like 2 seconds, and it was legitimately more efficient to just open the page in a separate tab. But this one actually loads like almost instantaneously. I'm like, wow, now I can preview orders without opening 800 tabs. That's nice. But yeah, so, just like a weird, interesting comparison on an actual live site with like a bunch of crap on it. Um, I am running Elementor on my site, which I'm probably going to rebuild, just use everything with Gutenberg, but that's a later problems thing. But I just thought it was an interesting comparison, so hopefully that was maybe helpful to someone, or something.